FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Washington Redskins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second, McNabb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have made it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Patriots have it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Sony Michel, his first carry, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd down, McNabb. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's McNabb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's McNabb. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's gonna get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him a gain of 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Detroit!
Now a first down throw. McNabb flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll go with the keeper, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A give. This is Michel. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw, McNabb. Being chased out left, and it's incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Detroit!
From the gun, here's McNabb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Blue 90! No, check! Patriot! Leopard! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Leopard!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Ooh, a juke. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Gun!
Out of the gun, McNabb. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. McNabb. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Michelle on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now McNabb. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Eagle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, it's McNabb. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. Dancing to his left. Got some room at the 30, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
McNabb to throw. Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a pitch out to Michel. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Leopard! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56! Gone!
They'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
As they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and count.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw now on first down. Flush it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Long, and they're going to go for it. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gone.
Back to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They run with Geis. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Second down, McNabb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run with Michelle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it's Michelle once again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's McNabb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Gone!
They go play action. It's McNabb. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's McNabb. And the pressure gets to him again.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter now up in Seattle. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. This quarterback now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Gone!
To throw on second, McNabb. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit!
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Gone!
From the gun, here's McNabb. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, McNabb. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And here come the Redskins now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Wow,
the big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Again, it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the handoff, it's Michel. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
That good for 19 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team, because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll go left side here with Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw and chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it. This is Michel. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alpha. When they hit it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jonathan Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watching now, Barney.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. McNabb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there at 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. So here are the Redskins now. An important 2-point conversion. Here's a toss coming right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Here comes Nelson. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for New England, it was a great all-around performance as they come out.